Hello everyone. So today I'm just gonna start a video about my library, my little library that I have. So I have this library that I created not long time ago, and I actually started it around like 2 or 3 months ago, and I'm really proud of the progress. So this is my library that you are seeing right now. I always change it up. I don't have a certain look to it or like an arrangement, but there is a little arrangement or like little title for every section. Okay, so I'm starting with this section, which you can call it the best books I've read so far this year. Like those are like 5 stars. So we're starting with this. So the 48 Laws of Power, I think, yeah. Tuesdays with Morrie. This is the girl with the dragon tattoo. Damaged. This book, which surprisingly got low views. I don't know why. We have Girls of Riyadh, Frankenstein in Baghdad, The Silent Patient, The Traitor, and my favorite series, 50 Shades. And we have Sharp Objects, This Lie Will Kill You, and I have 2 books by Colleen Hoover, which I didn't expect that to happen since I don't really like her books. But Verity and It Starts With Us made me cry, and How to Win Friends and Influence People. So this is the section for my top reads. So like I have, for example, these 2 books, Ugly Love and Punk 57. They disappointed me, as well as Tools of Engagement, The Hating Games. They were not my top favorites at all. Then we have a couple of reads, like random books I thrifted, those 3. Even this and this. Yeah, a lot of them are thrifted here actually. But this one, I loved it. It's in my top, as well as The Great Gatsby. So this is this little section. So this is the first book that actually got me back into reading. So I couldn't give it up, even though it was last year. It was about flowers. And this is like some of my favorites, Confessions of a Shopaholic. This one, because it was really cozy, I don't want to give it up. It Ends With Us because actually I loved It Starts With Us. I couldn't give it up. As well as We Were Liars, because I'm reading now Family of Liars. So yeah. As for this one, I might donate it. As for this, I don't really have a category. Like there's no reasoning for this. But it's not my top favorites, you know. Some of them are actually bad. Like this one, The Little Library, Paris Bookshop, sorry. I didn't like it. I didn't get the hype. But I like this one, The Diary of a Young Girl. We have Dark Places. It didn't live up to the hype as well as this. 5 People You Meet and Heaven. I didn't really like it. And of course I have this series, which is an old series, and I reread it. It was amazing. What else? I read for the first time John Green. It was amazing. For One of Us Is Next, I didn't like it, but here I liked One of Us Is Lying. Now we have those like little sections here, so we can start with this. This is my favorite section. It was like one of the first books that I started reading after getting back into reading. It's basically this author, Megan, I think Hess, I'm not sure, yeah. So we have Coco Chanel, the New York. It's basically about fashion. It's amazing. You have to read it. And it's an easy read, you know, there's not much of a text inside. As for this, which is like underneath, it's self-explanatory. It's a last year read, but I can't give up. It's one of my favorite series ever. Of course, besides 50 Shades, nothing can top that. Yeah, I love this book. Like, I will reread them, but like later on. As for here, we have books like I recently read, but they were not my top favorite, but I liked them, you know. Like I would give them between 3 to 4 points. But like the books that I really liked from here is this Girl Boss. It reminds us of him, which I really liked. I almost gave it 5 stars. Then we have this book. I really liked it, The Doll Factory, but it's not on my top favorites. As well as this book. It's like for younger audience, but I enjoyed it. Then we have those two books. It's an old series, and I'm trying to find the fourth and the first book, but I couldn't find it. I have this book. It's a very small read, but I really enjoyed it. It's amazing if you have, you're in a reading slump. And I really enjoyed this one, The Black Book of Arabia. It's short stories. But yeah, those are like the books, they almost made it to the 5 stars. Here is a little section. I have all my bookmarks, some of them are really nice. I like this one. It's from Italy and it's like leather. Those that come with the Kinokuniya, basically. I have this little one also from Rome. I think it was from Roma, yeah. Then I have this little section. It's actually books like from last year. I'm not reading, I'm not gonna grab them anytime soon. This was really bad. It was really bad, as well as the Bell Jar, and this is an old read. I don't think I will grab it again. This is like a place where I'll keep the books that I'm going to donate or like exchange in the book thrift store, basically. This is also last year books. I couldn't give them up. They were really good. The Family Upstairs, I really remember enjoying it. I want to see if I can reread it later on. That's when it was amazing. As for Layla, it was enjoyable, but it wasn't something that much. But I want to keep it because I'm thinking about like doing a little section for Colleen Hoover books later on. For this is the Jack the Ripper. I just kept it for like looks. Like I don't really read this book, but it's fun to look through. Last but not least, we have this section. You can call it the TBR, to be read, because I didn't read any of these books. It was more full, like it was basically fuller, but I grabbed the books and I read them. So we have the thrifted section and the new books that I bought. So yeah, we have The Little Prince. I bought it in Italy. Flashes of Thought. We have this random book that I got gifted from a thrift store. Ask Again, Yes. Then we have The Woman in the Window and The Fine Print. I actually grabbed it like kind of randomly, but this one was on like my list to get, and it was on offer. It was like 30 something dirhams. So yeah, this is my little library, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's not perfect, but I love it, to be honest, and I'm like, my goal is to actually fill all of these sections with books that I think they are worthy to actually keep. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like this video, and if you have any recommendations for future videos, I'll be willing to do.